I don't know, Danielle, you could hang water, right? No, I'm sorry. Hi, good afternoon. I'm Vinnakota. I'm president at the Institute for Citizens and Scholars, which has been investing in the development and education of young adults as effective citizens for over 75 years. I want to start just with a thank you for the More Perfect team for their partnership in this work. And we're especially grateful for their help in really driving the work and the developing of the concept of a campaign for universal civic learning. It provides a broad yet concrete way of thinking about this critical piece of building a more perfect constitutional democracy. And it also meets an important goal for the More Perfect team, to unite across our SDGs and bring us together in these overlapping efforts. And for that, I thank you, Bridge, and your whole team. In the past few years, there's been an increasing recognition that from leading organizations in our space, in the civic learning space, that in order for us to be able to really move forward, we need to come together to build that critical mass and generate the momentum that's necessary to actually make change at scale. The question has been how to do it in a way that supports the tremendous efforts by countless individual organizations, while at the same time leveraging the collective hearts and networks. Kay earlier mentioned the civic mission of schools, and there's many other major efforts which started a couple of decades ago. A recent and very exciting step in that direction was the creation and growth of the Civics Now Coalition, led by Civics and now with more than 200 organizations. You've heard snippets of a number of initiatives like our Civic Learning Measurement Initiative, work being done by Joe Kahn, also by Kay, around measurement, and that is trying to tap into the insights, tools, and frameworks of dozens of players in the field to bring together a framework for measurement and assessment. Today marks a next step with the explicit broadening of the space to include cradle-to-grave civic preparation through multiple means: K-12, higher education, civic space, the business investments that are necessary, and with a focus on a state-by-state approach. This is universal civic learning. Our next step in this path, coming soon, will be to create a sustaining institution. This organizing body will work with our field-focusing partners like More Perfect, like the American Academy, and will seek to generate more public funding, more private support for those on the front lines. And so what is to be done with that work? Well, in the K-12 space, the theory of change is to use policy levers to cause funding and resources into the field, to bolster the field capacity and support its measurement. We are proposing to use K-12 schools and the districts as anchors for the work that spans in and out of schools, across disciplines, with young adults and adults in the community. State by state, our goal is to have a robust state infrastructure of at least 10 states by 2026. Outside of K-12 schools, we seek to leverage the tremendous energy and capacity of civil society to ensure that young people and adults practice the capacities that they're developing. This will happen by knitting together civil society organizations, including higher education players, libraries, adult civic education organizations, after-school partners, the business community, and community foundations to focus on participation, bridge building, and media literacy in different places. And we will have 10 comprehensive civil society knitting projects underway by 2026. If our work to develop more engaged citizens and bring them together in good faith succeeds, then it's going to be more likely that today's communities and national problems are addressed sooner rather than later. That more bipartisan solutions are enacted, making it easier for all to participate, accelerating progress for all. And civil discourse improves, and our culture becomes more united. Large and complex social problems require systems change. No large, complex problem can be fixed with a magic bullet. Building this infrastructure while funding the frontline operators is key to outcome and durability. The momentum is picking up. Today's event is one example of that. And look for other announcements and fieldwork in the next 6 months. Thank you.